He's the first to crack under the pressure.
Yes, and of course, Tony Downey, current Australian member of the PBA. He cashed in a national tour stop in America in June. He won a lot of money over there in that, and then he made the finals in a regional tournament. That's no mean feat, Terry. You've been over there yourself.
No, Steve, you're playing against the best players in the world. His game's improved immensely from his 3-month stint over there, and he's hoping that it's all going to pay off right here. He's going to get all his money back and see how it goes.
Oh, good thinking by Tony Roddick. Straightened the ball right out there. That's smart thinking. I tell you, a few months ago, he wouldn't have had the knowledge to do that, perhaps.
No, Tony's a very confident player out there now. He knows exactly what to do with the ball at all times. He can read the lane conditions. He knows exactly how to play the lane.
And that's a tough spare under pressure. He has 20 in the first frame. He'll be just a few pins behind Terry Ma, because Ma's sitting in the bench with a double. Tony Roddick now on lane 3, where you think he may go Brooklyn again.
Yes, this lane is turning a little bit more. Let's see what he does.
Oh, boy, what a shot. What a shot.
Tony's just a great player. He has so much power in his ball when he hits the pins and breaks when he puts 10 in the pit, hits flush all the time. He's the power player of this game, certainly of the last 2 or 3 years.
Well, Terry Ma now, job ahead of him. Another strike to take a lead into the 4th frame of about 20. What have we found here? A tearaway in Terry Ma with 3 strikes in a row.
You know, Terry's playing a great shot, getting the ball well out on the lane and keeping it straight. He's got a highly polished ball out there, which is the only player to do so. It's paying great dividends.
So with 3 strikes in a row, Terry Ma takes the early ascendancy over Tony Roddick.
Pulled it high, under pressure. May have thought of the car for the 300 game. That should be the furthest things from his mind at the moment. What he needs to do is keep on repeating good shots, and that time a little bit eager to get rid of the ball. Dragged it left.
He's left himself a nasty spare here.
One thing he has done, though, he's moved the 3-pin a little closer to the 6, so that gives him a little bit more chance, but he's going way left here. Oh, boy. Wonder if that'll be a good move.
He's got to be very careful here of not leaving the 3-pin. Well, I think he was blessed there, Steve, with moving that 6-pin over. Closing up the gap between the 3 and the 6 certainly helped that time. As you can see here, he hasn't played it the conventional way. He's gone off, 2 pins are clipped and knocked out the 10.
Yeah, certainly getting a little bit of a blessing there.
Well, that gives him 2 breaks he's had. He's pulled out that 4-pin previously and carried that 10, but it's all up to Tony now. This is, I feel, a better lane for Tony. Let's see what he can do. He's steadying himself.
Yes, well, he went higher last time, so he needs to make a slight adjustment with his feet. He's angled his feet slightly left on the approach. Give himself a different angle, hitting the pins. Oh, mate, that was nice. I remember Tony Roddick at St Leonard's practicing when he was just a toddler virtually, just in his teens, and he bowled a pretty good ball then, but certainly not with his authority that he's got now.
No, Steve, while he was in the States, he learned how to play a lot harder. Over there, they're all power players. You've got to learn to bowl the ball hard, and you've got to keep it in play and keep control, and that's what he's learned to do, and that's what he's going to do here today. He just wants to go out there and throw darts at it, man. He just wants to go as hard and as fast as he can. A lucky break for him, Steve.
Yes, 8 pins the difference now. 77 for Terry Ma, sitting on the bench. 69 for Tony Roddick. And have a look at this. The ball jumps to the Brooklyn side and just kicked that 4-pin out. And, well, could have been a strike.
Yeah, he's had a good break.
We've seen a couple of bowlers miss this, so I think Tony will probably bowl a bit quicker and straighter.
Yeah, he should straighten the shot up.
'89 in the 4th frame for Tony Roderick. A clean game thus far. 97 will be Terry Maher's score if he can get a strike following that spare then by Tony Roderick, and we have a very, very good grand final on our hands.
Oh, there's a picture of Edie, his girlfriend, looking on. I'm sure she's wishing him all the best.
She's showing the apprehension that all loved ones do when their men or women are out in the lanes. And talking about loved ones, Terry's wife Jean, who's just had their first child, is in the audience here, and she'll be rather pleased with that shot by her husband.
That's really a great shot. He's been the only one to get the ball to go long and to stay straight and yet come back in.
And he's done it 3 times on lane 4. He's up on lane 3 now, where he got a 7 spare in the last shot. He pulled the ball high. Let's see if he makes a minor adjustment, taking meticulous aim with his feet there. He's splitting the boards with his toes.
Well, he got away with another break. He seems to be feeling the tension now, I think.
Well, it's a pretty tight match. 8 pins the difference. Terry would like to have had another strike then, but the ball just going a fraction high. Made an adjustment from that last time when he left the 3-6-10. This time, not quite enough of adjustment. Broke up the 10 pin. Last one to go. Looking for spare to keep 8 pins ahead.
A good spare, good solid spare. At the moment, both players are trying to break away from the other. This could turn out to be an extremely tight match until one person relaxes.
Yeah, pretty tight to, pretty hard to break away from one another. They're sitting so close in these chairs. I often wonder if anything's said down there. We can't hear it up here, but there's one of the spectators looking up at the umpteen monitors here at Capalaba Bowling Centre, one of the gold pin centres here in southeast Queensland. Great promoters of the 10-pin sport.
Well, before the tournament, before the match today, Tony said he didn't want to leave any washouts, and he's gone light. He's got to get the ball into play, but if he's just got to find his composure a second and be...
Good result to get 8 out of that too, Terry. He may have left himself a nasty one there. He had 4 pins standing at one stage, and they're the last 2 just going out of the picture now, the 6 and the 10. So he's got these 2 to go for to stay 10 pins behind.
He'll play very straight at this shot. A very good spare.
10 pins the difference.
Again, 10 in the pit. Perfect shot. He's just got to get this other lane. He's got to get something going.
Yes, and you'll be sitting in the chair thinking of reproducing this exact shot. What a great ball that was. We'll have a look at his reaction there as he goes over to the wide world of sports sign, almost knocking it out of existence as the pins went down. Back with Terry Maher. Strike to stay 10 ahead.
Great shot. He's got lane 4 wide. If he can stop pulling the ball, he can really put the match well and truly in his own court. Look at this. He's getting the ball well out of the... This is really the best I have seen Terry bowl.
Yes, it's a great performance by him, ripping the 5 out of the deck, finishing just a little ways behind the line, but he finishes there very consistently. And that's the reaction after that 5 pin goes into the side wall. Looking for a double now to extend the lead to 20. What a great ball under pressure. Terry Maher's never been so animated in his life. 20 pins the lead now.
Yes, Steve, I've never seen Terry so aggressive. He's normally a very, very passive person. But look at this, great. He's just throwing great shots here. And he's almost willing everyone down. Getting that ball well out there, the ball rolls beautifully. Look at the expression on his face. Jumps up in the air. If looks could kill.
Yeah, there he is again, very consistent, that much distance behind the line, and up in the air he goes as the pins go down. Tony Roderick now needs a strike to stay 20 pins behind. Not a pleasant situation.
No, Steve, as we've seen, he's pushing one lane and not ending the other. It's so frustrating out of him. He knows exactly what he should be doing, and he just can't seem to get it right on one lane. The pressure's right on him now.
Yes, it's right on him now, that's for sure. He's...
Well, he really has to strike out. He must spare this. This is a must spare, and then he's got to really strike out after that. Again, another great spare. He really is a great shot maker out there. He's got such a good repertoire of shots in his bag. He knows what to do all the time. You'll see, really never looks like missing the spare.
It's funny you should say great repertoire of shots. Taking it out of his bag, he's actually just producing it with his hands. He had a different hand position there, which helped the ball go straight. Terry Maher in a world of his own, 20 pins ahead, double working. Top of the ninth for Tony Roderick. Tony Roderick's got the job ahead of him. He needs 4 strikes in a row for 227. That might be enough, but he's got to start them immediately.
All right, there's that Brooklyn on the left-hand lane again. Pulled the ball right over the top. He had to strike there, and he knows it. Now it's up to Terry Maher. Look at this shot. He's just dropped short again. It runs away and just crashes the pins.
Yes, 36 pounds of wood down there. Pins weighing about 3 pounds 6 ounces each. And he treated them with some sort of contempt then. But Terry Maher now needs to stay clean here. Another strike, just about set the seal on the match. Picture of concentration.
All right, that's fantastic. Look at Terry, he's ecstatic with that shot. It went out a little wide. He carried that 5-pin late, but strike's a strike. And so often in this match, in this tournament here today, we've seen people come up with the goods at the right time. And Terry really is producing the goods today. A good, neat... He's playing better than I've seen him play. He's just extending himself.
He's got great motivation. He'll be going back to Las Vegas to see his coach, Don Johnson, who's no doubt helped him get to this perhaps pinnacle of his career. Didn't quite come back.
No, Steve, he got that one out further than he really wanted to. But he's in a good position.
Well, Tony's still alive. Terry needs to spare this to win the match. If he does, he'll have just enough room to keep Roderick out of it. Roderick's still got room for 227. And this must look like there's about 50 pins down there. And he's got to hit every one of them with a ball about 8 inches wide.
Well, Steve, that really seals it.
Well, he's got to stay behind the foul line. We saw that in the women's grand final when Dana Miller beat Leanne Moyle. She got the spare in the 10th, but she still had to stay behind the foul line. A foul in 10-pin bowling counts as 0, and we've got enough cameras here. But look at Terry, almost went forward on that spare shot.
Yeah, Steve, he knew that all he wanted to do at that moment was pick up that spare. He knows exactly what's going on.
5 to win.
What a great finish.
233, what a great grand final. And these 2 grand finalists and a lot of the bowlers that we've seen in the matches in the last few encounters have made Capalaba look like the house that is renowned as one of the better scoring centres in Brisbane. Tony Roderick now.
Well, as so often happens, the pressure's off, and if you can get up there and you strike, I can only feel sorry for Tony. He practiced before the telecast today and was just awesome with his shots. He just couldn't miss, and it's just the pressure of the situation. I feel very sorry for him.
In fact, he hit 8 strikes in a row in his warm-up.
He had something like 25 out of 30 shots. It was just awesome.
Well, still, this is no slouch here, and we'll have another look at that in replay. It could well have been another strike, but certainly no disgrace losing with a 2-16 game. That's the highest losing game in the series. Let's have a look at it here. Watch the pin action here, jumping all around the 10 pin. You wonder what makes them stand sometimes. 2-16 for Tony Roderick, 2-33 for Terry Ma. Terry Ma, the winner of the 1988 Gold Pin Coca-Cola Classic.
So a great final. Congratulations go to Terry Ma. We'll be back with all the presentations from Coca-Cola and Qantas in a moment. A great men's final in the 1988 Gold Pin Coca-Cola Classic. Terry Ma coming out on top, and Tony Roderick from Queensland having to finish as runner-up. Once again from Coca-Cola, it's Richard Chapman to make the presentations of the winners' cheques.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Pleasure to see you in the final. Sorry you didn't get there.
Thank you. I hope to be back next year.
Well, $3,000 as the runner-up goes to Tony Roderick. And now for the winner's cheque, $5,000 compliments of Coca-Cola from Richard Chapman.
Terry,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thanks, Richard. I'm overwhelmed. I'm still shaking. I'd like to thank Coke and Gold Pin and Qantas and Tony for pushing me through the last match, and thank you again. Thanks, Richard.
Terry, to go with the cheque, this trophy for your mantelpiece, wherever you're going to put it, congratulations.
Thank you.
And as the winner of the 1988 Coca-Cola Classic, Terry also gets a trip to Las Vegas, courtesy of Qantas, to compete in the 1989 High Roller competition. On behalf of the Nines Wide World of Sports team, Chris Bombolas bidding you farewell for this year. Hope you can join us again next year.
John Riddell and Georgina Allen present 30 minutes of Adelaide's leading news service, National 9 News, tonight at 6, so be sure to join them. But coming up next, stay with us for our live coverage of Day 3 of the 5th Test.
The 10-pin bowling telecast is sponsored by your local AMF Bowling Centre.